What is up, everybody? Mr. Slipcover Bullet Blake here. I have my top 10 VS partner label releases to do for you today. Another one I'm going to just try to blitz right through. If you know, I didn't buy a whole lot of partner labels this year. I mean, I bought, I would say maybe around like 20-ish, give or take. So we're going to go through the 10 that are my favorites. I got some honorable mentions to put in there. But yeah, so I mean, obviously I buy a lot of ETR, a lot of Shudder. Those are the two titles that I buy a lot. If you're looking for VHS Hitfest, Shitfest, then you're not going to find any of those here. AGFA, I don't have any this year. Yeah, it's pretty... I pretty much stick to the same labels for the most part. There are some CIP movies in there, Umbrella, Shudder, Music Box, yeah, Yellow Veils, yeah. So I'm just going to go through the ones that I purchased, and these are my top 10. Starting with number 10, we got one from Canadian International Pictures, and that is Cannibal Girls, Eugene Levy movie. This movie I actually thought I was going to like it a lot more than I did. I didn't actually like it all that much, but I did enjoy the fact that it was from the 70s. It's gore. It's got, I mean, like Eugene Levy, like that's the dad from American Pie, guys. Like, I appreciated that. I just wanted it to be something more. It was, I just didn't gravitate to it to the way that I thought I was going to. But it still lands in my top 10. The artwork is great. I love the spot gloss from the mouth. I think the artwork on this one is some of my favorite. So, yeah, that's my number 10. Moving along to number 9, we got one from IFC, which is The Canyons. Yes, this is that movie, the Lindsay Lohan and James Dean sex movie. I don't think it's like a great movie by any means, but it was entertaining for the obvious reasons. And like Lindsay Lohan, this was like, I mean, this was years ago now, 2013. This was when she was like trying to make a comeback, I feel like. And this movie was probably not the best idea to do for that start, but it is an entertaining story. Sort of. I mean, at least you get the goods in there, right, guys? At least you get the goods. Artwork's terrible on it, like, but that's my number 9. Moving right along to number 8, we've got another one from Canadian International Pictures, and that is Keanu Co. This is a bunch of like short, I don't know if you guys looked into this, but it's a bunch of like shorts, like after school specials kind of type deal. Keanu Reeves isn't in all of them, but he is in the best one. It's like an anti-drug, like, you kind of know what the like after school special type style of story is. And I mean, they slapped Keanu on there just for sales alone, and the rest of them aren't as good or entertaining. I don't know if I'd say that even his is good, but it was entertaining because, I mean, he's Keanu Reeves, guys. And again, I do like the artwork, the simplistic, like, framed. I like it. Is it something that everyone would also like? I don't know about that. But if you're a Keanu Reeves fan, I mean, like, it was kind of a no-brainer to buy it. So, that is my number 8. And number 7, we got one from Music Box Selects. Heavier Trip. I was a fan of Heavy Trip, and I didn't even know they made a sequel when this was put on the website. Great artwork on there. It's not as good as the original one. I mean, sequels rarely are, but I really wanted this to be better. And I'm not talking great about these movies right now, but I did only buy so many, and none of these movies on this list are 5 stars. In fact, I don't think any of them are even 4 stars. But this one, I got a kick out of it still. It's, I mean, like, Impaled Rectum, the band. It's just a cool way to do a movie. If you were a fan of the original one, I would bet that you're going to like this one as well. If you didn't like the original, you would absolutely not like this one. So there's no point in even even thinking about watching it. But that is my number 7. And now number 6. We've got one from Shudder. Destroy All Neighbors. We had a real blast watching this one, actually. It was, I mean, it's not a great movie, but it was entertaining. It was comedic. It's got Alex Winter in it. As, I don't know if I can get him on here. Like, incomplete. It just looks fuzzy. I'm not going to bother. All right. But it was fun. It's a fun little, like, musician trying to study in his apartment, and he has a shitty neighbor, and they're at odds, and a bunch of hectic ass shit happens in this movie, and it's comical. It was funny. Me and my old lady were laughing our asses off at certain moments in this movie. Artwork's not the best, but as far as the movie goes, it was so close to being in my top 5. But that is Destroy All Neighbors, and that's number 6. Now moving on to my top 5 choices for 2025. We're going to start with another ETR release. ETR is what I buy the most of. Like, I think that's well established. After Fun City left and Culture Shock, like after my favorite ones left, ETR kind of stood the ground and managed to keep a hold as a partner label. So I appreciate that, and I buy most of what they sell. There's a couple in there that I didn't get this year. Actually, I don't know if I skipped any of their releases this year, but usually I skip 1 or 2. But that said, next up, Video Man. This is my number 5 pick. This movie actually kind of blew me away a little bit. I wasn't interested in it at all, and then on the live stream, someone specifically called out and said that I would enjoy this movie, and I had my reservations, but I picked it up anyway because it is an ETR release, and it was fucking cool. This movie, like, it's really cool if you're into collecting physical media. I mean, it's primarily based on, like, VHS tapes and stuff like that, and it is all in Czech, but if you can handle the subtitles and you can appreciate, like, old VHS collectability and stuff, it's got scenes. They're watching like Thriller in there and stuff like that. I really enjoyed this movie. It's a little trippy, and I appreciated that. I kind of got lost for a little bit, but it was really interesting the way they shot this movie. I really didn't think that it was going to be as good as it was, and I thought it was fantastic movie. And on to my number 4, another one from Shudder. And that's Sorry About the Demon. This movie was actually killer. I had low expectations. I'm not going to lie. Like, low expectations. But Shudder has become, like, I want to say it's like my second top partner label at the moment. And this one was awesome. The scene with the little girl, like, as a demon. Again, I can't really probably get it up there. It was awesome. Like, that scene kind of, like, really sucked me in. At first I was like, wow, this is another, like, corny horror movie. That scene was fucking cool. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. My old lady liked it too. We both sat and watched this movie without interruption. It was a fun little horror movie. Now on to my number 3 pick. My only pick from Yellow Veil this whole year, I think. They Call Her Death. This movie, I mean, if you saw me talk about Charlie Left One Eye or whatever, that movie sucked. This Western, much better. Not peak cinema at all, but it was actually like an entertaining storyline. I love the artwork. For it. And I'm obviously a huge fan of the Western genre. And this one was great. The only problem really was the casting. Some of the casting was questionable at best, but I really liked this one. I thought it was great. A lot of like blood squid. Like, it was one of the best partner pickups I picked up all year. They Call Her Death. It's really good if you like westerns and you can appreciate like low budget filmmaking. Now on to my number 2 pick. I don't know if this will surprise anyone. It's kind of a given that it was going to be on this countdown with how much I appreciated the first one. And that is Commando Ninja 2. Not as good as the first one. Again, sequels on here haven't been faring as well as the originals. And this movie's god-forsakenly long. 150 minutes. Like, I don't know why they made it so long, but it was fun. If you can handle the joke for over 2 hours, if you can handle the joke for over 2 hours, you will like it. Like the dubbed voices and the dinosaur effects and just every crazy shit that happens in this movie. And you have to be able to appreciate the sense of humor to these films to actually enjoy it. I try to describe this to someone and I'm like, I don't know if I can describe it. I don't know, because it is just batshit crazy. Like literally dinosaurs, pterodactyls, explosions, creatures, samurai swords. But I really got a kick out of this one, and I will probably watch it again. If they release a Commando Ninja 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5000, I would buy all of them. I would buy every single one without hesitation. So go ahead and make more of these, please. Cut the runtime though, because the 2.5 hours that's a long time for a movie with a running joke of the standards that this one uses. But that's my number 2. So we're gonna do some honorable mentions. These just kind of missed the mark a little bit. Again, I did only purchase like 20 or so partner labels, so these ones were almost there. We're gonna start with Final Cut. I actually thought I was gonna really love this one. It's from Umbrella, and I didn't. The synopsis for this made me think I'm gonna really dig this movie, and then I watched it and it just, I don't know, it didn't grab hold, and that just kept it off the list. It was close to being on there, and it just didn't make the mark. But that's Final Cut. My next honorable mention is Her Body. This is about a swimmer, Olympic swimmer, that becomes a adult film star. Yeah, so it is in Czech, kind of like Video Man, also, where you have to appreciate subtitles or just deal with them. And if you think you're going to get a whole lot of like graphic nudity in this, there's actually not that much. It's kind of tame for what the actual storyline is. There is like a graphic scene in there, but I believe a body double was used for that. This movie was just an interesting story. It's a true story. I was into it, but I don't think I would ever watch this again, like ever. And that's why it didn't make the list. And my last honorable mention is actually basically an overall shout out to ETR, because they've been putting out some documentaries, and I really like that they put these out. I particularly this one I really enjoyed. But yeah, they put out these documentaries with such great like artwork and stuff. This is fantastic. And I mean, these are, I like documentaries, and I know a lot of people don't really care to sit and revisit documentaries, but I enjoy these quite a bit. I had already seen this one before, but I had not seen these, and they were fun as hell to watch. So ETR, props to you for putting these out with such killer packaging. Okay, and now let's announce my number 1 pick. I'm sure you've already figured it out if you looked at the thumbnail. I haven't mentioned this movie yet, and it's Revealer. This movie was my favorite partner label pickup of the year. I really appreciated the 80s aesthetic. The storyline was interesting. The biggest problem with it was the use of CGI. I mean, it takes place in 1987, and I think they just missed a huge opportunity from using practical effects. The CGI demon worm things kind of took me out of it a little bit. Like that, it's preventing it from being a high. Again, not a 5-star movie. I did like it, but I would not give it 5 stars. If it had gone like more practical, I think I would have given this 5 fucking stars. I think I would have really, really enjoyed this, and I think it could become a bigger cult hit. But using the CGI, it literally doesn't look good. The story still saves it, and still makes it like a worthwhile horror movie to watch. Characters are interesting and likable, but that one element alone is just why it didn't work. Plus, there's no, you know, it's missing some of the, like, yeah. In a movie about a woman who dances for cash, you'd think they would have, you know, something in there that would merit an R rating at least. And unfortunately, they did not push the envelope that far on here, but I liked it. And that was my favorite partner label release of 2025. Comment below what partner label was your favorite. What was your favorite partner pickup that you did last year? What's your favorite label? Mine is obviously ETR. I mean, like, this stack right here, at least a fourth of it is, probably a third of it is ETR releases. So that is all I have for today. But if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And until next time, have a good day.